Released in November 1990 was Spot the video game produced by Virgin Interactive and published by Arcadia Systems. I don't know much about Virgin Interactive, but let's take a look at what the game critics have to say. 2 thumbs up, Spot is cool. If you're 6? Wow, what a sick burn. So sick they had to put it on the box art. Nah, just kidding. If you're 6 or 60. So when I'm 61, Spot will just suck to me. If you're not in the know, Spot was the mascot or mascots for 7-Up in the late 80s and early 90s. Their gimmick was to remove the cola taste from cola and turning it into 7-Up. Also, they were mischievous little fuckers getting into all sorts of shenanigans. Now, did these guys really need a video game? Nah, but this was the age that companies tried to turn their mascots into video games. Spot just got the better deal, eventually getting the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis Classic. Cool Spot. But before we get to that, let's take a look at Spot the video game, also known as
7-Eleven Spot.
The game is essentially a take on Othello, only more wackier. One Spot will travel across the board, taking more spaces. If he moves one space, he'll leave his marker on that space. But if he moves 2 or more spaces, he'll move from the space he's on to the space you choose, as long as it's in traveling range. After all the space has been occupied, the game is over and the winning Spot will get an audience of Spots doing the wave. Awesome. That's pretty much it. It's not much, but it's satisfying. The biggest appeal are these Spot animations, and this is definitely where all the effort went into. This is probably the best sprite animation on the NES that I'm aware of. I mean, I think it's cool. Spot Egyptian walks, falls back, cartwheels, break dances, and fixes his glasses, and oh man, that's so cool. You could say he's a cool Spot. Spot the video game is actually one of the rare NES games that's actually 4 players. Before the likes of GoldenEye and Mario Kart 64, Nintendo fans got together and experienced hot 4-player Spot action. Or not. Probably not. Oh look, SSPN. Spot giving the weather and STV. Oh, I think it's a parody of that television network that played music videos. I can't seem to remember what that was called. It was before my time. I also should mention the edit mode, which is exactly what it sounds like. Change the board to your liking. At the end of the day, you really can't get mad at this game, especially because 7-Up actually sold the game pretty cheaply with a promotion by bringing in 4 proofs of purchase labels, and you get the game for $25. Well, that's one way of giving back to the fans, but if there was only a way to get a cheaper version.
7-Up would like to give you a gift of holiday cheer. Just clip 4 proofs of purchase from 2-liter bottles of any refreshing 7-Up product. Take them to Toys R Us. And for just $19.99, you get the new Spot game pack for Nintendo Game Boy.
Game Boy? Only $20? Hell yeah, man, let's check it out. Well, that's some dreadful music. Oh, and thanks for blocking the credit, Spot. Well, it's Spot, just on Game Boy. Instead of spots, your pieces just move with this beam. The only Spot animation seems to be this Spot doing a backflip, which, well, to be honest, Spot, that's a nice backflip, but do I need to wait for you to finish every time I want to make a move? So, after winning a round, what happens? Jesus Christ, that music is dreadful! What am I saying? That's not music, it's just... Oh, and what's happening with the screen? Why is it all flickering? Why? Without a doubt, stick to the NES game. I know the Game Boy version may have more appeal because it's on the go, but it's the Spots that really make the game. The game's pretty cheap nowadays, so why not grab 4 of your friends and get lost in one 4-player, star-studded
Slam Fest.